Hello, this is Mark Moxham, and in this program we're going to ask some critical questions about an anxiety and panic attack treatment called Bright Life. So, let's get on with our first question. Does Bright Life get rid of anxiety and panic attacks? Well, I've researched a number of tried and tested ways to get rid of your anxieties and halt those panic attacks in their tracks. Frankly, there are a load of systems and programs you could try. Some of them are good, but it has to be said that there are more that are no good at all, with the majority of them, it has to be said, falling somewhere in between. However, Bright Life is one of those that made it into my top 5, simply because it works so well for most people who try it. The question is, will Bright Life program work for you, or will one of the other ones I recommend be better? In order to answer that one, we'll need to take a closer look at the system. So, how does the Bright Life system work? According to Bright Life, unlike most treatment methods, their powerful accelerated personal breakthrough technology works on the subconscious level. It goes to the root of anxiety, fear and trauma and resolves it quickly, easily and virtually painlessly. They claim to have created a proprietary treatment method they call imagination creation that is based on powerful mental conditioning techniques originally developed at the University of California and refined as a result of extensive research over a period of more than 30 years. Apparently, there is nothing else they know of that can match its impressive 97% success rate. Who is Bright Life aimed at? This particular method is vastly different from others in this series in that it is aimed at people who have issues with anxiety and panic, but unusually it's also targeting post-traumatic stress as well. While the other programs I list will work with post-traumatic stress, this system makes a point of tackling it. So if that's something you have issues with in particular, then this program is one you might want to consider. Who made Bright Life and why? Bright Life was developed by Dr. Robert Mantell. He has an impressive resume. He's a PhD, a member of the American Counseling Association and many other worthy bodies. Dr. Mantell is also a master practitioner and certified trainer of neuro-linguistic programming. He's a nationally recognized peak performance coach, a third-degree black belt martial arts champion, an educator, a sports coach, and a seminar leader, and has trained with some of the world's best-known experts on the psychology of peak performance. He's also the founder and executive director of the company that owns the program we're looking at now. Now, unlike those involved with most of the other programs we've looked at in this series, Robert does not claim to have been through a long period of having problems with anxiety or panic attacks. The strength of his program comes from the long-term use of neuro-linguistic programming in the treatment of things like post-traumatic stress and other anxieties. In fact, when you look at the details on the website, you can see that Dr. Mantell has treated a huge range of people, including many from 9/11. Has Bright Life worked for other people? Frankly, it has. And it also has a great number of testimonials that you can see. But here's a typical one from Anita P. from Minneapolis. She says, "Dear Robert and Lee, just a note while nearing my 1-year mark of the rest of my life anxiety free. I wanted you to know that it worked! Exclamation marks 3 times. Here lies the rub. My life is so full and rich, it's staggering at times. Gratefulness abounds." Will Bright Life work for me? Well, this is one of the few programs that actually displays their success rate in public view, and they claim that 97% of the people who go through their program become 100% free of the problem that was getting them down. So, quite frankly, all things being equal, it should work for you too. What do I get for my money? Well, the course is delivered in an audio format, so it's no surprise that for your money you get the option of having 3 audio CDs. But frankly, you may as well save yourself $10 and get the instant download. The first of the tracks, or equivalent to the CDs, is on the basis of fear and anxiety and shows you how to stop anxiety in its tracks for good. The second is on how to neutralize past trauma or phobia with the amazing Fast Phobia Trauma Cure. The third track, or CD, is on how to condition yourself for confidence and success, and it uses the amazing theatre of your mind mental exercise to create the ultimate you. Now, on top of the audio program, you also get the e-book version of how to free yourself from trauma, phobia and anxiety in 7 days or less, as well as a number of other complimentary offers, all of which together make the package well worth the money. Mind you, at $137 for the downloaded version, it is at the top end of the price range. But considering it's the only one that deals with post-traumatic stress and has a guaranteed success rate of 97%, that still comes out at being good value. But there is a way you can get up to $50 off, at least for the moment. And as it's a bit complicated, details for that are on panicbreaker.com. Is there anything bad about Bright Life I should know? Well, yes, there are two things of note. Not bad though. The first is that the course was not necessarily designed to facilitate relief from more generalized forms of anxiety. So if you tend to experience anxiety 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 days a year, or 52 weeks a year, all with little or no conscious idea of what's driving your anxiety, then this program is probably not ideal for you. The other consideration is that this is an audio-only course, and if you like to follow something written, then also this course is not for you. And remember, to get into my top slot, it has to have passed some pretty stiff tests. Firstly, it has to have been developed by somebody trustworthy and respected in the field. It has to have numerous testimonies from real people that vouch for its effectiveness, and it has to have a 100% guarantee. Now in this case, you've got 8 weeks to try it at your own pace, and if it doesn't work for you, you can get a full refund. What if I don't like the Bright Life system? Well, as I've already mentioned, you have 8 weeks to try it at your own pace, and if in that time you feel it's not for you, then you can get a 100% refund with no questions asked. It's as simple as that. Is Bright Life the best system for me? Well, that's actually a real core question, and in order to help you find the best system to use, I've spent a lot of time and effort reviewing all the ones I could. I've drawn up what is actually quite a short list, and you can see that on panicbreaker.com. That lists all the things that you should consider before you decide which program is best for you. And I would recommend you have a look at that first, as while Bright Life is at the top of the pile of its type, there may be one that just has something different you need. Where do I get more information? Well, for the most up-to-date information, see that recommended solutions section on panicbreaker.com. I update details on the website as soon as there's anything new and relevant. Also, if there's been any feedback, either negative or positive, or if the programs I review changed at all, then that will also be on the website as soon as it happens. So all in all, I hope I've been of some help in helping you decide about which anxiety solution is best for you. Just remember, above all, you deserve the best life you can have, and taking action to get it is the best next step you can make. This is Mark Moxham wishing you all the best. Until next time.